Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's 10:15 on Thursday morning and it's a lovely grey, coolish day. There's a light breeze and it's humid, which isn't the nice part. The fires are still very bad. They're now talking about, what do they call it, a mega fire on the south coast, which is when a lot of separate fires join up. So that's pretty frightening. I think you've probably all been seeing on your news, wherever you are, how bad it is here. And just want to let you all know that I'm fine. There's no fires just here where I am. Whoops, just want to make sure we get Jonty's head in completely. There we go. Everything's okay around here. It's just the air is very smoky and hazy, you know, you can't really see much into the distance. It's almost like fog, I guess, like a fog. Sometimes it's more orange in colour, sometimes it's a bit white in colour. So that's how it is here. I set these babies up and I thought I'll quickly come on and make a video to show you Pippa and Jonty in Rompers. And then of course, like the things you just think will be so straightforward and easy aren't. My camera kept just saying the most ridiculous thing to me. It said, what did it say? Memory card fail. And I'm thinking, but that's dumb. How can you have a memory card fail? There's nothing wrong with the memory card. It's in the camera properly. So turn the camera off and on, took it off the tripod, pulled the memory card out, put it back in again. Of course, exactly the same way it was in, because it only goes in one way anyway. But I did that like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, and then finally it decided that it would work. So fingers crossed for next time. At least it's working this time. So the simplest, what is it? The simplest plans of mice and men often go astray or something. That's how it feels. Anyway, I'm glad we're here. And I'm glad I'm filming, because what I want to show you are these 2 little angels. Absolutely love these kits and these babies. In case you don't know, they're Twin A, which is the one on this side that I call Jonty. Made that one a boy. And this is Twin B, with my finger there, Twin B, who I call Pippa, a little girl. So they're by Bonnie Brown and a few years old now. But absolutely beautiful. The best sculpting, honestly, just amazing. The heads and everything about them is just perfect. Absolutely beautiful. I love them. And that's the reason I've said this lots of times, but that's one of the reasons, well, the reason I've left them bald, just because I love their head shape so much. I guess they could have like painted hair and you could still see the beautiful shape, but I didn't feel it was necessary, so I just left them bald. Anyway, we're here just to show you their rompers. They are actually lying on a jellycat blanket, which is cotton, and it's a sort of blanket that I love where, you know, the sides are reversible. Let me see if I can show you. That's the other side. Can you see that? Not quite. Here we go. That's the other side, white or cream with a little brown or tan jellycat. And then the other side is just the tan colour with the cream jellycats on it. I love blankets that do that are reversible like that. I think they're beautiful. For some reason I love them. But all of that stuff is inexplicable really, the things that we're attracted to. It's very odd. Who knows why? But there you have it. So they're on a jellycat blanket. At first I set them up on the blanket that's underneath the jellycat one, which is a cream blanket, but it's sort of, you know, it merged a bit with their outfits, and so I thought best to put some contrasting colour under them. So let me tell you about their rompers. Oh, my brain just went dead basically then. Their rompers, they're both by Babidu, and they're identical rompers except for the little trims on them. The fabric they're made of is like a textured sort of diamond woven pattern with little holes every now and again in the corners of the diamonds, and there's a pleat in the middle of the front. And then there's just elastic around the legs, and they have short sleeves. They're both in white. Did I say that? I may not have said they're white. And then they have collars, which is where the trim comes in and around the little edges of the sleeves. The collar of Jonty and his sleeve edge has got a grey rickrack trim, and on Pippa's it's a pink rickrack trim. So I think they're pretty cute. Actually, I think they're gorgeous, and they're in a size 0 or 50 centimetres, which fits these dolls perfectly. I think they measure probably about 17 inches. I know I say this every time, but I've never measured them, but I think that's what they're meant to be, 17 inches, which is like a small newborn. They're not like a preemie baby, they're bigger than that, but a small newborn. So next outfits fit them really well in what they call first size, which is a 50 centimetre. They're just perfect, the next brand. And I actually have just recently bought my 3 dolls here, these two and Lottie, the Marianne Kid by Natalie Blick. I've just bought them from Next, Peter Rabbit sleepers that we call all-in-ones or baby grows. So they've each got Peter Rabbit baby grow. I'm not a big Peter Rabbit fan just because it's like, it's a licensed thing and it just feels so commercial, but the soft colours in these baby grows were just beautiful, so I bought them. I'll show you when the weather gets a bit cooler. I'll put them on the babies for you to see. But anyway, that's their rompers for today. I put a little headband on Pippa, as you can see, with a pink bow and pink stretchy lace. And she's got pink booties, and Jonty's got his white booties. These are very teeny weeny booties that I bought at one of our doll shows. I have mentioned her before, a wonderful knitter who absolutely loves knitting. She makes up her own patterns because for her, the mathematics of the pattern, we call that maths. In America you say math, which always sounds so odd to me. But the maths of the patterns is what she loves. She loves the numbers. She loves working out, all the measurements and the intricate details of the outfits, and she makes the most stunning things. She also makes, does ordinary knitting, which is, from a pattern, a ready-made pattern. But she does a lot of tiny, fine knitting in very fine wool, like a 2-ply and a 3-ply, which is really what I love. But her pieces are very expensive naturally, so I just buy odds and ends like little booties and things which aren't too expensive. So that's where I got their gorgeous booties from, some years ago now, maybe 3 years ago. So what else can I tell you? I'm expecting the arrival of my grandson, who's 10, and his little sister, who has just turned 7. She's the doll lover, and she's the one that I am making the little baby for. But unfortunately, because I needed to mind 2 other grandchildren on Monday, I didn't have time to do any work on the baby on Monday, so she's not quite finished and ready. But luckily my little granddaughter doesn't know that it was going to be ready for today, so she'll be none the wiser, and I'll have the doll finished very soon. When I finish it, I'll show it to you, of course, before I give it to her. Otherwise we'll never get a look in, will we? Anyway, those 2 grandchildren today are coming for a sleepover. And also it is the 9th of January, which is the birthday of my youngest grandchild, who's a little boy. He's turning 6 today. So they're coming over, their family, and he's with his big sister, who is 9. And so they're coming over as well for a play and, just a happy birthday. So I've got his presents ready. I did wrap them. Actually, I bought them before Christmas and had them wrapped before Christmas so that I knew that I was all set and organised. So now I have until June before the next grandchild's birthday, so it's a little break. It's very, very full on. I have other birthdays before June, but not grandchildren, so that's quite good. It's very full on from August until January. With grandchildren and children and children-in-law, so it's a lot of birthdays to fit in a few months. So I get a little bit of breathing space now after today. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you these babies who are just irresistible, aren't they? Just absolutely beautiful to look at in their matching rompers. This is sort of how I love to dress them. I love to dress them in not identical clothes. They have a couple of things that are absolutely identical. Otherwise, things just are the same but with different trims, or the boy version of an outfit and Pippa has the girl version, that kind of thing. That's how I love to dress them. Okay. Is that all I wanted to tell you? Oh, just that I haven't had a chance to reply to your comments. I've read them all, so thank you very much. And I won't have time to reply to any comments on this video, just maybe, at the weekend or, perhaps at the weekend I'll be able to catch up. But because I'll have children with me for the next 2 days, I just won't have a chance. But anyway, I know you understand, and if I've hearted your comment, it means I've read it, and I appreciate them very much. Usually if there's a question in a comment, I reply pretty quickly to make sure that you get your answer. Otherwise, I will certainly get to them as soon as possible. So thank you very, very much, my darling friends, and everybody who's been emailing me, worried about how things are. I'm fine. My immediate family's fine. I told you, I think, about my brother, didn't I? So he's the only one who's a bit close to fires. But I have friends who, are close to the fires and who have had to evacuate and things like that. So, it's never very far away, is it? But so far, so good. Everything's okay. So thank you, everyone, for your concern and for your emails. I appreciate them very much, and I promise I'll let you know, if anything happens that's close to me. So, all right, everyone. Hopefully you're not too cold in all your snow and ice, and hopefully if you're watching from other places in Australia, you're okay. I hope so. I have family scattered all around Australia, so so far they're all okay too. All right, my dear friends, I'll see you very soon. I'm not sure when. It will depend on how hectic it gets around here. But I hope you've enjoyed seeing these 2 little ones for a change in their rompers. So take care, everyone, and be kind to each other, and we'll be together soon. Bye-bye.